What is up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm super excited to give you guys my review of the upcoming Air Jordan 3 Retro in this black cement colorway. So this marks the return of the iconic and legendary black cement Air Jordan 3. The last time we saw these released was back in 2018, but in typical Jordan brand fashion, they're bringing back a familiar colorway once again. So these are releasing on November 23rd for a retail price of $220 US or $285 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe is black, fire red, cement gray, and sail. And these should be available at most Air Jordan retailers, including The Closet Inc. here in Canada. The Closet Inc. is an independently owned and operated sneaker boutique based right here in Southern Ontario in Canada, and they're my go-to shop for Nike retros and Jordan releases, offering the best prices in the entire country. So for all my Canadian viewers out there, I'll link their socials, their website, all of that good stuff down below. So check them out and stay tuned for their release details for this pair. So the Black Cement 3 is easily one of the most iconic and beloved Air Jordan models of all time. It makes sense why Jordan Brand has brought these back so many times. It just shows you how popular this shoe is. And in a year where Jordan Brand and Nike have been kind of struggling, at least in terms of the stereotypical sneakerhead's choice of footwear, they're hoping that these Black Cement 3s can bring people back and be willing to pay the full retail price for these shoes. So first off, here's a quick look at the packaging, and as you can see, this is pretty much the same box that the prior retro came in. So we have this black lid with the red colored Jumpman, along with this elephant print on the bottom half of the box. And then on this end, we have Nike Air branding on the side of the lid and the typical size label here, nothing too special. As far as the shoe goes, diving right into the details, you'll see how the majority of the upper, this is crafted using a very soft, slightly tumbled black colored leather. So this leather, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, is a lot better than the 2018 version. That one had a very synthetic, overly tumbled look to it, whereas this one feels a little bit more delicate, and it seems like, at least to me, like a higher grade of leather. Overlaid on top of this, covering the front half of the sneaker, we have another overlay of this lightly tumbled, soft black leather, and then covering the front toe cap, we have your iconic elephant print, which is noticeably lighter as opposed to the very dark gray, almost black that we've seen on past retros. For the bottom two eyelets, as usual, this is done in the circular red plastic finish, and then the middle three eyelets are constructed out of a matte black colored TPU, and it's surrounded by this perforated synthetic gray leather. And then the top two eyelets, this is covered in a gray colored TPU. Underneath this, we have more of that very soft, slightly tumbled black leather, and you can see those natural leather grains all across this upper. Surrounding the top portion of the ankle collar area, we have more of that gray colored synthetic perforated leather, and then covering the bottom of the heel, again we have elephant print. So you can see this is also a very faint light gray finish, which I actually don't mind. It kind of reminds me more of the OG look from 1988. And then on top of this, we have this large heel tab with Nike Air branding in white. As far as the laces go, so this pair only comes with one lace option, and they're a flat style black colored lace. Beneath this, we have this perforated synthetic gray leather, which covers the bottom half of the tongue, whereas the top half is left unperforated, and we have a red colored Jumpman embroidered at the top. So the tongue, unlike the 2018 version, is styled to look more like the OGs. So we have this red colored liner, which is only visible from the back and it doesn't wrap up and onto the top of the tongue. And then the interior of the back half of the shoe, this is covered in a gray colored liner, and the collar is noticeably thinner and not as puffy and stuffed compared to the last retro, which is something I personally like. For the insoles, these come with a polyurethane foam insole. It's covered in this red finish on top, and we have Nike Air branding pressed onto the heel in black. So the upper of the Black Cement 3 sits atop this polyurethane foam midsole, which is painted in a mix of white and black. And encased within this midsole, we have Nike Air technology. This is visible through the window on the heel, which exposes the air unit that's found within the midsole itself. And then for the outsole, this is your typical Air Jordan 3 outsole. It's done in a mix of gray, white, and red colored rubber. We have this circular pivot point on the forefoot, and running down the heel, we have this red Nike branding. And then attached to the shoe, before I forget, they also come with a plastic hang tag with Nike Air branding in orange. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this shoe. And for those wondering about how these fit, to me these fit like most recent Air Jordan 3s, so I personally can go true to size in these and they fit me perfectly fine. So I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I usually wear a size 10 in recent Air Jordan 3s. That's what I went with this pair, and it fits me fine. They're not as roomy as, for example, the reimagined White Cement 3s, and they're also not as snug as the prior retro. So for that version, I had to go up to a size 10.5, whereas for this one, size 10 gives me no problems. Moving on to the comfort of these shoes. So these feel like any other Air Jordan 3, so in my opinion at least, I found them to be a very comfortable sneaker. Obviously it's not comparable to sneakers with modern day technologies or performance running shoes, but again, for a basketball sneaker from 1988, Jordan 3s have always felt fine to me. There's a little bit of plushness underfoot, but maybe because the shape of the shoe is just compatible with my feet, I've always enjoyed the feeling of Jordan 3s underfoot. But if you're someone that finds Jordan 3s to be uncomfortable historically, then you'll probably feel like these are just as uncomfortable. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so overall there was noticeable improvement from the material quality compared to the last retro. Specifically, this black leather is a noticeable upgrade. It feels a lot better compared to the stiffer, more synthetic feeling leather used on the 2018 version. And yes, while people aren't crazy about this lighter elephant print, like I said, it reminds me more of the look of the OGs, and the overall shape of the shoe is improved over the 2018 version too. The toe box specifically is a little bit more sleek and streamlined, so that's another thing I really appreciated too. And the overall build and the craftsmanship on this shoe, I didn't notice any real issues that I could see. The paint job was good, the stitch job was good, the panels were consistently sized and placed, so I actually was pretty impressed with these in hand. Even though I've owned so many past iterations of the Black Cement 3, I'm pretty impressed with how these specifically turned out. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up, and I'll show you guys how these look. The Black Cement 3 will forever and ever be a classic when it comes to Air Jordans, and this is probably going to be a shoe that I'll continue to buy no matter how many times they retro it down the road. It's always great to have a fresh pair, just for longevity's sake, and my 2018 pair has pretty much become my winter beater. That's the shoe I wear when it's slushy and wet outside, and they've held up perfectly fine. And I know that in today's climate, these bulky retro basketball sneakers aren't as favored as they once were a few years back. Nowadays, people are just prioritizing comfort, and they're going for those more comfortable, lightweight running shoes. But to me, even though these aren't necessarily in style right now, it's just one of my favorite Jordans of all time, so I'm personally excited to re-add this to my collection. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this 2024 retro of the Black Cement 3? When these drop later on this month, is this going to be a cop for you? Are you going to hope that they go on sale, which I don't know if they will? Or is this going to be an easy pass for you? As always, if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on X at sean.go_spoutout, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you everyone for watching. Another shout out goes out to The Closet Inc., and I'll catch all of you in my next review.